Welcome back to Gay Neighbors Podcast. I'm Cookie.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are doing things a little bit different because Jacob broke some pretty rough news to the gay neighborhood.
I did. I have the COVID. Mm,
It's a darn shame. I wish you well and hope you get to getting real quick.
thank you. Yes, I am starting to feel better, so that's good.
Good.
Yes. But so what have you been up to, Cookie?
So, still trying to get those puppies adopted and working a lot. And I had a yard sale over the weekend. That was cute and fun. I made $27. Did you do anything over the weekend, or is that when you got sick?
Well, I did go out with friends for birthdays, October birthdays, and I think that's where I caught the shit.
Mm.
Mhm.
So your friends that are all born in October, do they just have a big birthday party together? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. So there's three of them that have birthdays in October. So, we just went out. We went to two different bars and then we went to Derby City Gaming and we had a great time. But I think
Okay.
that's where I, you know, got sick. So, other than
Oh,
that, it was a good time.
yeah.
But yeah, so I've just been also working and catching the vid. That's it.
Working and catching the vid. I
Hmm.
hear that. I've been working and having a yard sale, having puppies. My good friend Janet is visiting me right now, and every time she visits me, she helps me reorganize my home and teaches me magical ways that I hadn't yet thought of. And so we've been really bringing some beautiful energy into my home. The energy is great over here. The flow, it's all happening. I just feel like I am about to spread my wings and fly and be exactly who I always wanted to be, because I keep looking around and seeing my house and my things, and I'm like, oh my God, I have everything I've ever wanted. Am I the luckiest girl in the world?
You are, Cookie.
I
You are.
am. I am. Yeah. And I think everybody can be the luckiest girl in the world if they want to be. It's it's not a competition. We should encourage each
Yes.
other to keep being lucky.
Yes, that is so true.
Yeah. Speaking of lucky, did you win any money at the casino before
No,
you
I
just
lost a hundred
won? Oh, you
dollars.
lost $100 and you got COVID. Ugh.
Yes.
Have you ever tried oregano oil?
To win money or to clear up the COVID?
Both. Really to prevent the COVID.
Okay, I'll have to get some. I mean, I'll try anything really. To not have this headache, I would do almost anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Get you some. Oh my God. Yeah. I love it so much. Yeah. I hope you feel better. Ugh.
Yes. So, okay, today, did you want to say anything else before we get into our questions and answers?
Let's get into our questions and answers so that our new friends, our new neighbors can learn some more about us and hear how we think about stuff.
Yes. Okay. So I thought that some questions would be a good idea since we couldn't be right next to each other physically
Love that.
talking,
Yes.
but I feel like we could go back and forth on some questions and, like you said, just see how we view different scenarios and life experiences that we've had.
Yeah.
So, okay, the first question is something that we've learned from a failed experience.
I tried so many times to be in relationships with people who just the vibe was so off, but I think I just wanted the validation of having a relationship, and I kept doing the same thing over and over with like every different type of person to exist, like looking for something in them when really like every answer for everything is within myself and with what I want and what makes me happy. So that's changed my life completely, you know, and I have to remind myself of that often, like in any sort of relationship or friendship or commitment, like, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've basically just like learned to do what makes me happy and listen to my gut after trying so hard to listen to other people who I didn't even want to be listening to, you know?
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So, yeah, failed relationships turned into self growth. I like that. That's a good one.
Totally.
For
Follow your
sure.
heart, your intuition. Do you know that one?
No, I was just vibing out.
That's wild. Well, we're going to have to listen to it later.
Okay.
Um, what's the next question?
Okay, so the next question is the most awkward situation you've been in and what it taught me. But
Hmm.
we can leave the what it taught me out unless you want to share if it taught you something because
Okay.
mine is funny. It was awkward, but it was funny. So I didn't
Hmm.
really learn anything other than to keep laughing.
Cute. Okay. Well, yeah, I would like to hear yours.
Okay, so the one that came to mind was one of the most awkward situations that I've been in. I was on vacation in Chicago with Mike, my partner is Mike, and our friend Carmen. And we were out to eat. We just received our food at a restaurant. I'm not sure what restaurant we were at,
Mm-hmm.
but the waitress asked if there was anything else she could get us
Uh-huh.
or anything else we needed. And, you know, Mike and I didn't know Carmen was about to say this, but she looked up dead at the waitress in her face and said, "Will you please lead us in prayer?" And the look on her face, she did not know what to do or what to say, but it was the most awkward situation for about 5 seconds that I will never forget. And then it was all laughs.
Oh
So
my
if you can
God.
just imagine being in
That's
that
cute.
situation with your friends, then
I
you would
love
know what it
that.
feels like.
That's adorable. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that did happen.
Ugh, I might have to steal that from Carmen. I would like to try that sometime.
Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. Do you have a funny or awkward situation that you've been in, Cookie?
Oh my God, for sure. This is what I thought of first, and it's like such a wild story, but I guess I'll share it. But my grandmother, she was still alive and she had brain cancer, and I have always loved marijuana. And I just hated that she had cancer. And so, like, but I wrote her this beautiful song. It was called Mary Jane because her name is Mary Jane. And so I wrote a song about how, like, I wish that I could smoke weed with her because I want her to feel better. And she was like, "Oh, I love the song, but I feel fine. I'm not in any pain." And I was like, "Okay." But before she told me that and before I'd written the song, I was like, well, what if I just like get her like some CBD oil? And but it was back before that was like readily available at the store. So like I asked a friend that was like, "Oh, I know how to make that stuff. Like I can make some. Like here, I'll give you a couple like to give to your grandmother." Like I have to try it myself before I can even consider this, like what is this stuff? And I was at work. I was working at Dot Fox, which was the most magical clothing boutique and portal to ever exist. And the portal is still there, of course. But I was working at Dot Fox and I was like, oh, I'll just try this little capsule. And I'd forgotten that I even took it, And then I was like working and this girl came in with her friend and they were dressed all cute and the girl just like kept picking out all these dresses. And then she was like checking out and her total was like $400 or $500. Like she was getting a ton of stuff. And then her husband came in and they were just like fighting at the cash register about like how much money she was spending. And then it hit me. Like I was so high. I was so fucking high. Like my eyes, like I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were so bloodshot. And I was just like grinning while these people were fighting in front of me. And they were like looking over at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? And I was just like, well, this dress and this dress like kind of look alike. So like if you don't want to buy all of the dresses, maybe you could just buy the one you like better, It was, that was super awkward.
Yeah, I could see where that got a little sticky.
Yeah, and I was instantly like, oh my God, I'm definitely not giving this to my grandmother, but I'm gonna take the rest of them and have them for myself.
Well, we can jump right into the last question.
Okay.
The last question is, if I could go back and give my 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
If I had a time machine, I would love to go talk to 18-year-old me and be like, those jeans aren't the right cut. Let's go shopping and get you some good Levi's. You're a lesbian.
Yes, Cookie.
That's what I would say. What would you say to 18-year-old Jacob?
I would tell 18-year-old Jacob to don't be so hard on yourself and to give yourself credit for what you have done. And don't worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on yourself. And save money. Save money, save money, save money. That's what I would tell 18-year-old me.
That's what I wish I told 32-year-old me. That's good advice. That's good advice.
Yeah, I think that's sums up what I would tell myself. I'm sure there would be a few things here and there, but ultimately, those are the main ones.
Nice. Well, yeah. I'm glad that, we got to be the 18-year-olds that we were to bring us to who we are today. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully this turned out to be just like a quirky, adorable, fun podcast.
I hope so.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, y'all. Everybody wish Jacob well and that he feels better real soon. And
Thank you.
Thank you. That's our episode of Gay Neighbors Podcast.
Bye.
Gay neighbors, they're good to have. Gay neighbors, it's It's a podcast.